Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? I'm Karen Yankovic. I'm actually pulling a couple of things up because I think I'm going to screen share with you guys today. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. I hope that your week has been amazing. It's starting to feel so good here in New Jersey. It's chilly, but it's really sunny today. And I don't know, the grass is getting green and the flowers are blooming. And if you're watching my LinkedIn stories, I have a beautiful big cherry tree in my backyard. You can watch my big cherry tree bloom every day. I'm sharing what it looks like today. I feel like we're like within a week of peak. So I'm taking you on that journey with me to watch my cherry tree bloom. But this is Link Up Your Marketing, and I come here a couple times a week to just talk a little bit about what's happening in, I'd like to give you some tips and tricks on some strategies on LinkedIn and how you can use some of the services. We talked a lot about some of the new things that are coming or that are here for many of us. And at the same time, there's also a lot of mindset stuff, which is a little bit more about what today is like. Welcome to everyone. If you're watching me live, please comment. We're live on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube. So if you're watching me live anywhere, please comment and I can respond to you live. If you're watching this on the replay, please comment and I will respond to your comments in the feed. So a tiny little backstory. Yesterday, I attended a conference that was showcased by the Princeton Mercer Regional Chamber of Commerce, which is a chamber of commerce that I am a member of here in New Jersey. Honestly, they do such a good job. If you listened to my podcast a few weeks ago where I talked about how to do virtual networking, I gave them a couple shout outs because they're just doing a great job through this pandemic to really keep their community engaged, to really keep just to really shine a light on there and help all of us business owners through this pandemic. But yesterday what they did was they had a panel of women talking about, among other things, the gender wage gap. Sherry, I agree. Awesome negative tests. I mean, I celebrate. Yes. Celebrate. I'm celebrating that all with you, Sherry. So negative tests are always a good thing. So, if you've heard me, if you've listened to this before, by the way, if you're looking for some of the other recordings I did on this, if you just in the comments here, there's a hashtag Link Up Your Marketing. If you click it in any of the platforms that you're watching this on, you'll be able to see all of the other videos that I've done, right? Some of them are more specific about trainings. A couple of weeks ago, last week, I think I did one about all the new features that LinkedIn's having, right? So lots of good stuff happening. If you want to watch the other ones, just click the hashtag Link Up Your Marketing and you should be able to find them all. But I was at this event yesterday and they talked about the gender wage gap. And honestly, I said early on in the pandemic that, listen, this is not man bashing at all, but there's just systemic stuff, right? That women really got hit harder in the pocketbooks through this pandemic because at the end of the day, we choose to take on the responsibility for everything, right? What day does the garbage go out? Do we have enough, bologna sandwiches to send our kids for lunch with, right? We choose that. So this is not me bashing it, but the reality is I feel like this set women's rights back like 100 years. Well, I was right about that. And I hate that I'm right about that because there was a study that came out recently talking about, I don't have the stats in front of me, but I'll find it and I'll link it here. And I might have mentioned this before, but it was talking about how prior to the pandemic, there was a study that showed in 100 years, the wage gap will be equal. At the rate we were going, in 100 years, they felt the wage gap would be equal. Now, in the last study I saw about this, in 2019, the wage gap for the same jobs that women do as men do was $500 billion, okay, in 2019. So not that long ago. So the wage gap is real, okay, it's real. And what I saw in this article was, and it's going to take 99 years to bring that $500 billion to equal. Well, now, a year later, it has changed to, I think it's 139 years. We have set back our progress on equal wages to men back an entire generation, okay? An entire generation. So many other things have happened. In December of 2020, so a couple months ago, the United States posted a loss of 140 jobs. And the way that broke down was women lost 156,000 jobs and men gained 16,000 jobs. I think those numbers are right. They're close. Meaning of the 140,000 jobs that were lost in the US, 100% of them were women. Okay. So here's what that tells me. I'm not here. I mean, you can look at this and say, that's it. This sucks. I'm just going to go work at McDonald's and that's it. Right. Or there's no hope. 139 years, my great grandkids are may not even be alive then. Right. But here's the deal. What I see is opportunity. I see $500 billion that we can take a bite out of. Right. When I see that women are losing jobs more than men are gaining jobs and women are losing significant number of jobs, I see opportunity. But in order to take advantage of that opportunity, we have to take control of our own destiny. Right. We can, I was born, with this optimistic side, which trust me is not always in my DNA with some of my family members. And I'm not knocking them. Right. But I'm like, I'm often referred to as Pollyanna and my friends and my family, whatever. But because I'm not going to go there, I'm not going to go there till it happens. I'm going to expect the best and deal with things that don't happen the way I want them to happen when that happens, right? In the meantime, I'm going to expect the best. I'm surely not going to plan for the worst, okay? I'm just not, ever, ever, ever. And Sue, if you're watching, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, but here's the deal. So what do we do then? What do we do? Okay, Karen, we're going to be optimistic. I'm not going to be a statistic. I'm going to take control of my destiny. What do I do? Well, full circle, I think we need to use LinkedIn, right? It starts with shining a light on what makes you different than everyone else. It starts with shining a light on your profile, and your profile is not your resume. Your resume is all about who you used to be. If you want to take control of your own destiny, if you want to truly show up the way that you are meant to show up in this world, so that you're not a statistic, so that you're earning the great money and your cup is overflowing, and you can not support, but you can offer help, right, to lots of people with that overflow, whether you want to donate money or however you want to do that, right? But the way to start is to start to show up that way. Right. So I think LinkedIn is a great way to show up that way. And, it's been a while since we've really talked about LinkedIn profiles here, but it really starts with your LinkedIn profile. So this was really kind of I'm going to tell you a little bit about the way my morning went. I was sitting there this morning with my tea, trying to think about what I really wanted to talk to you guys today. And I said, let me talk about what, because there was 3 amazing experts, and I'll tag them in this post afterwards, that were at that chamber event yesterday. And, there was just a lot of eye-opening things, right? A lot of eye-opening things. Hey, Linda, good to see you. A lot of eye-opening. Linda, I'm watching that your book is this close. So I cannot wait to see it in the bookstore or to see it on my bookshelf. So congratulations. Lots of celebrating today. Sherry's celebrating, and Linda, I'm celebrating for you and with you on that. So anyway, so at this event, there was a lot of statistics and just a lot of, and these are things like, I don't need to hear, I know, I look for this stuff, right? I am here to support you. I am, not 25. I have, spent a lot of years in this industry, and I really feel like it's important that we all really take the time now more than ever to shine a light on our genius, right? To shine a light on our genius. So that starts with your LinkedIn profile. So this is the progression of my mind this morning. Now, this video started at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. At 7:30 a.m. Eastern, still not showered, still not 100% sure I know what I want to talk about, but I don't have it in my mind. I decide that if I'm going to talk the talk, then I need to walk the walk. If I'm going to sit here and say, I really think you need to do this, I need to tell you how I can help you do this, right? So fast forward a little bit. If you go to my website, we write LinkedIn profiles, we do strategy, and then we have our She's Linked Up program. And I'll be honest with you, we don't really offer private client work much anymore. I probably should take that other stuff off of our website. But what happens is if people reach out to me, or if people reach out to anybody on my team, or if we're talking to people about potentially joining our She's Linked Up Accelerator program, and sometimes we'll make them an offer. We'll make them an offer. We will write your profile and we'll do a few hours of strategy because I want you to know what to do with that profile. I'm never going to just write your profile for you. I want to write your profile and make sure you know what to do with that profile. So we often offer that, but then I'm like, I've never, ever offered that publicly here. I've never, ever emailed that offer to my email list. So why am I offering it to all these people I don't know that reach out to me and say I need help, and not to the people that are my supporters that support me on a regular basis? So if you've been following me and you're inspired to maybe have a great LinkedIn profile that really shines a light on your genius, I am making this offer publicly now. And of course, I want to sweeten the pot because I want you to take action on this, right? I want you to take action on this. So by the way, I remember 45 minutes ago, Tracy, hey, how are you? 45 minutes ago, I did not know I was doing this. So Becky, who's our LinkedIn profile writer, does not know that I'm doing this. I'm going to tag her in this. Actually, we have a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. So I'll tell her that I'm doing this, that I'm about to swamp her because I'm making this offer now to everyone. Okay. And basically, so let me, before I do this, so I'm going to tell you, like, remember, just word of warning, 45 minutes ago, this wasn't a thing. So what I decided was if you go to this page right now, KarenYankovich.com/profile strategy special, actually, I'm going to screen share. I'm going to show you what it looks like right now. It is basically a bunch of garbage, but it works. It works because I wanted to be able to share it here. I wanted the people here watching this to be able to take advantage of it. So if you go here now, you can see I started doing it, but all this stuff is still mumbo jumbo. But the important thing is that this part works. So if you're watching this on the replay, hopefully the page doesn't look like this anymore. But basically what we're offering, which we also never do, is it's $2,500 to write your profile and get some strategy, but we'll also break that into 2 payments if you want. Okay, because I know that sometimes people need, you want to get in, but I'm hitting you with this cold, right? So I want you to take advantage of it, but I want you to, I know that not everybody can do the full payment. So I'm offering this today. And what I want to do now is show you, all right, so you're looking at LinkedIn right now. I want to show you, Tracy, is your profile done? Tracy Schatz, is your profile done? Can I share it here publicly? Linda is saying, I learned so much about you from LinkedIn. However, it's not been on while finishing. Linda, I was just thinking when I saw your name, we need to talk because I have something that I'm doing that we need to talk. So let's get on the phone. And Linda, we did Linda's profile too. So I don't know if you've changed it since then, but Tracy and Linda, let me know if I can share your profiles publicly. And I'm not sure why I'm at. Oh, there's Linda. Look, there you are. Look at that. Linda, how crazy is that? How crazy is that? You guys, this was clearly meant to be, right? That Linda was here. So I'm gonna just share your profile, never mind asking. So look how awesome Linda's profile is. It shines a light on her genius. It doesn't say, I'm a coach, I help you with confidence on videos. It talks about, it really shines a light on her genius, right? Don't you want a profile that shines a light on you like this, right? So let me just share a couple of other people's profiles that we've recently done. Let me see here. Why am I drawing a blank here? Let's do Michelle Shepard. Let's do Mitch. So Mitch is in corporate. She speaks a lot on DE&I, right? Jenny. Oh, yes, I will share yours, Jenny. So look at this. Look how awesome this profile is. This doesn't say this isn't a client attracting profile. Here's the other thing. There's keywords in here. There are keywords in here. So if you write your own profile, we know exactly where to put the keywords in your profile so that you show up, right? You show up really, like, look how we're putting all our specialties in here. She's got this featured section, lots of great activity. We dive in even to every one of these sections. So if you work with us, if you take advantage of this special that, like, literally I have never offered live before, you will get all of this. The other thing that we're doing, and this is, so Jenny and Tracy that are currently in my program, you don't even know this is coming. So you're getting a little bit of an announcement of this. I'm going to show you Jennifer's now too. What we're also doing is Becky is now, wait, we got to fix this. What happened to your headline? We got to go back to your old headline, Jenny. Didn't you have a different headline? We got to fix your headline. And when you added your new experience as the coach, it overrode your old headline. But let me just tell you something about, if I can, if it's okay with you, Jenny, that I talk about this. we wrote Jennifer's profile, and I want you to see. So you see here that Jenny has this new position. You know how she got this new position? Her boss's boss saw her new LinkedIn profile, reached out to her and said, I want you to interview for another position. I didn't even know, that these were all skills that you had. And she now obviously has this new position because she just updated her profile with it. And we need Becky to look at this again. Yeah, Jenny, we need Becky. Just reach out to Becky. We'll have Becky look at it. I'm going to see her at 9 o'clock. So I will tell her that she's got to take a look at this. But do you see what I mean? All like this, just from like, now Jenny's in our full She's Linked Up program, but just from just the profile piece, she's not, and she wasn't even looking for a new job in her current role. She was looking to do some, she's also looking to do some other things. But how cool is it that she was able to also, right, bring in some extra money at her current role while she's doing that, right? So cool. I'm just trying to think of, I can show you, I'm actually talking to Claire later today. So Claire does leadership coaching and she works with corporations, right? So these are just some of the people's profiles that we've done to really, and again, we dive deep. There's keywords in here. These people are being found more, right? For the things they want to be found for. I don't even know if you know this. I'm going to show you my profile. Actually, I just had a conversation with Becky yesterday that, look at this hat by you guys, right? Like, did you know that this happens live now? Now we're like, that you can watch my live in my header image. Isn't that cool? But if you look at this, I've come up 540 times this week in search appearances, which is kind of a low number. But look, it changes every week. So when I do this live, I never know what's going to come up. But I'm coming up when somebody's looking for a speaker or a trainer or a strategist. I love strategy the most. So I love that I'm coming up twice for strategy. When people are searching for this on LinkedIn, LinkedIn's bringing up my profile. And that's because we know where to put these keywords, right? We know where to put these keywords. And that's where this makes a huge, huge difference for you guys, right? Does that make sense? So if you've been, if it's been on your radar to get your LinkedIn profile updated, I mean, Jenny, I didn't know Jenny was even going to be here. So, she's just an example of how quickly things can change when you start to take control of your own destiny, when you start to have a LinkedIn profile that positions you like an influencer in your industry. People take notice, LinkedIn's bringing up your profile more, and there's an immediate impact to your bank account, Okay, I want to show you, let me show you a couple more. So let me show you Amy's. Amy does retreats. Look how awesome her profile is. I like when I put these on my refrigerator, you guys. Like, she could say, I host retreats. Instead, she paints a picture of a picture to us of why we want to reach out to her about our next retreat, right? How amazing is that? And then again, deep diving into all of her previous experience. And you might think some of this stuff you didn't used to do weren't important, but honestly, these are all keywords, and they're all things that build you up to the person that you are today, right? They're all things that build you up to the person that you are today. Let me see. Let me think of who else's profile I can show you. Let me show you Sandy's. Did we finish Sandy's? I don't know if we finished Sandy's. Yeah, it looks like we're making progress on Sandy's. I think this might be in progress. But Sandy is a coach, and she helps people learn how to serve, not sell, right? So you're selling and how to grow your business. So we're in the process of working on this with her, but you can see here that even now there's still a ton of stuff here. So I'm sharing all of this with you not to impress you, but to impress upon you how quickly this can change for you. I have literally never offered this before, and I've never come here and just sold, and that's not really what I'm looking to do here. But if I'm going to stand here and tell you that it's time to take control of your own destiny, because people like this, the people that I showed you in these profiles, they are taking control of their own destiny. They're not getting laid off, they're getting promoted, okay? Because they've started to take control of their own destiny and shining a light on their genius. Okay, so I am here to support you with that. I can't talk the talk without walking the walk. So I am making this profile and strategy special available to you. Basically what this looks like is once you enroll, you will get an email from Jill, who's our client concierge. She works with everybody personally. And she will schedule we typically like to do a half-hour strategy session up front so that we can get really clear on what your goals are. So we want to get real clarity around what your goals are. And then from there, we want to, then you get introduced to Becky, and Becky writes your profile, and Becky is amazing. You guys, like, Jenny and Tracy, you guys, you know how amazing Becky is, right? So Becky's amazing. She writes your profile. And what we've started to do, Becky and I just had a call yesterday about, Tracy, I'm just going to share your profile because I love your profile so much that I want to share it. I'm going to share it in a minute. But I'll wrap it up with sharing your profile. So what Becky's doing now is, I had a private client, somebody that took advantage of this smaller package, and they said, like, what do I do now? Now, I don't like to give templates because I really want it to be personalized. So when you're connecting with people, I want it to be warm. So I want your connection request to say, hey, we just met at Clubhouse, or hey, I just heard your talk, or something like that, right? So I don't want to give you templates for that. But what we can do is give you a couple of ideas on what kind of things you can do once they've accepted your connection request. This is why I like to build strategy into this, right? Because if you're connecting with these really amazing people, it's not just about having a network full of them. We want you to actually start a conversation with them. So we help you with some conversation starters. So Becky's going to come into our She's Linked Up group and help you guys that are currently in the program with some conversation starters, so that personal conversation starters. I'll give you the guy that one of the clients that I'm working with, and hopefully I won't use your name in case you're not comfortable with me telling this, but he does pool inspections, and he's looking to build relationships with realtors, and so he's got a lot of connections, but it's like, how do you make that first? And how do you get your name in front of them? Because most realtors don't necessarily have, they're not all going to have a use for him right now, but he wants them to know who he is and remember who he is, right? Once they have a need, once they have a client that is buying a house that has a pool, right? So what we did was we crafted a really cool outreach message to him that basically just said, because here's what realtors worry about. They worry that the inspector's going to come in and tank the deal. Right now, he obviously needs to stay in his integrity. He is always going to tell the truth, right? But he wants the realtors to know that he's on their side. That his goal is to help them and the client end up with that house with a gorgeous backyard and a pool that they can be confident in, right? So he didn't just reach out and say, "Hey, use me if you have a pool inspection." He made sure they knew in that outreach, right, that they can consider him as a part of his team, because he wants to make sure, because they brought him in, he wants to make sure that he's being in integrity and that every single thing about the pool will be identified. But at the same time, he's looking to provide a way that the deal still gets done, right? So, and that's important to them. He's adding a link to his Google reviews, right? Just in that, and it's just three sentences. I can't even tell you how long we spent on these 3 sentences. But now when he reaches out to these realtors, they're responding. And actually, he was doing a bunch of it last night. I haven't heard back from him to hear how it's going yet. But you see what I'm saying? You'll get that with this profile strategy special that we're offering. Okay, Becky, when you watch this, be careful what you offer, because I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love it. And I want to be able to over deliver like that to my people. So, all right, let me just quickly screen share again, and I will show you the amazing Tracys profile. Tracy is in an industry that has been hit seriously hard by COVID, right? Tracy's in the travel industry. And, Tracy, I feel like there's going to be an explosion of travel soon, right? So we wanted to make sure, and there's a lot of travel agents. She's got a lot of competition. So we needed to help her stand out. And what her specialty is helping families. So if you are watching this, right, and you have a family, maybe you've been so quarantined with them that you can't stand each other anymore, but you don't want to leave it on that note. So you want to create a beautiful, amazing event to, before everybody starts moving back into their world. Or maybe you haven't seen family in a long time. So Tracy's specialties, that's her specialty, to help people create these big family adventures, right? So So she is going to stand out from all of the other travel agencies because we've helped her with that, right? So as a luxury family and travel concierge, she works directly with her clients, right? She starts out by saying, when was the last time you and your family experienced time together on an amazing adventure or vacation, creating unforgettable memories? I don't know about you guys. Good, take care, Jennifer. Good to see you here. I don't know about you guys, but my kid, I don't remember like gifts people bought me, but I remember adventures. I remember family trips, right? So we leaned in on that with her, right? This is going to get her clients. And by the way, guys, if this gets you, I mean, look at how amazing this is, right? Like I can say this, these people work for me. I am so blessed to have people like Becky on my team. So I'm sharing this with you because this can be the same for you. And I have no idea why I haven't offered this package before here. But we are offering, and I do not offer this to everyone. So we are offering to people that buy it this weekend only. Okay. The extra, you will get a couple of pitches so you know how to start conversations. That is, honestly, that's going to save you hours of time and hours of crazy outreach to people that you don't know. They don't know you don't know them, but they're kind of ignoring you, right? You're going to hook them. Becky's going to help you hook them. Okay. And then you're going to get some strategy so we know exactly how to find these people, how to connect with them. So that's what this is all about. Because if I am sitting here telling you I want you to take control of your own destiny, I need to show up and support you with that, right? So this is what we're doing. So that is the special that we're offering now. We are only offering it through the end of this weekend. Because, when Becky and I talked yesterday and we're adding all this extra stuff in, her costs go up, my costs go up, your costs go up, right? Now it's well worth it. It's well worth it. I mean, Jenny Cameron jumped on this video and she's already, she just got a raise. I don't know what the number is, but I'm assuming, for her to change her job, it had to be at least this much, if not more. And that's every year, not just once. And that happened in a couple of weeks. Literally happened in a couple of weeks. So check it out. Remember, if you're just watching this now, if you go to KarenYankovich.com/profile strategy special, you're going to see a crazy page that doesn't have anything on it yet, but the payment button works. Here's the other thing. Becky is only one person. This will get done in the order that it is received. Okay. So if you want this, and let's get you going, get in soon so you can be at the top of her pile because she is busy. And we're excited to offer this to you. And I'm excited to help you take control of your own destiny. I'm going to make you one more offer before I go because I just want you to do this. I want to be bragging about your profile on one of these videos in a couple of weeks, right? If you do this, if you've been thinking about our She's Linked Up program, which obviously is a lot more, it's a bigger investment, right? Intentionally, I want people that are big thinkers, right? If you invest in this $2,500 package and from there you want to migrate to our She's Linked Up program, we will apply this $2,500 to that program, but only if you purchase this in this weekend, okay? Like today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So, if you're watching this in a couple of months from now and you don't, reach, this link will still work. It'll just won't be the same deal that you have now. If you get in today, tomorrow, or Sunday, where we'll write your profile, where we'll do all this cool stuff. We will also, if you choose, want to migrate from this to our full She's Linked Up program, we're going to take the entire $2,500 off of the investment in the enrollment in the program. All right. I got to leave because I got to call in 2 minutes and I got to stop adding more things to this. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys in our family. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Take care, everyone.